Whether you're a content writer, do social media, you're a digital marketer, you maybe own a PR marketing agency, maybe you're a freelancer, business advisor, coach, or you're a business owner, you will need keyword research in order to have an understanding of what your potential customers are typing into the search engines, or what terminology you need to use on your literature, press releases, brochures, etc. If you have anything to do with starting a business, you will need keyword research. This is a basic, short overview of the keyword strategy tool, a keyword research tool that's designed to work with the Logic digital marketing methodology, a proven data-driven digital marketing strategy. A longer, more detailed version on how to do keyword research will be provided once you subscribe to one of the membership plans. You may have worked out you can't use the tool until you purchase tokens. However, there is a free trial so you can see how it works. The Logic digital marketing methodology does not work for businesses who try to change the strategy or cannot identify keywords that their potential customers are looking for. For example, if you're a business coach, you need to be focused and target on the actual sector you're working for, and not be so broad as to say everyone needs a business coach. If, for example, you sell sofas, no one outside the business knows what the Canterbury sofa looks like. Target keywords that potential customers will be searching for, maybe like blue sofa, corner sofa, three-seater sofa, red corner leather sofa, etc., etc. So onto the tool. So on the left hand side, if you go down to the menu where it says tool and go to suggestions, what we're going to do is, in this example, as I've mentioned sofas, we're going to use the word sofa. So what I'm going to do is just put in the word sofa space. Although the demo here just has Google on, we will obviously be adding things like Amazon, Bing, the app stores, but ultimately you should be able to find the majority of the keywords that people are searching for just using the Google and the Bing tabs. Obviously, if you're selling a product, it's probably a good idea to add the Amazon as well. So in the drop down, you can see at the moment it just says England. That will obviously say United Kingdom, United States, wherever it is you're living. And then on the right hand side, you've got this search button. So all we're going to do is click on search, and so it's going to basically return all the results it can find for the word sofa from a UK search. And you can see here I've successfully used one of my tokens. So a token is basically an API request. So every time you request data, so I've just requested it to send me the data from the server, that is basically a token. So you're going to need one token in order to get the initial data, and then another token if you want to continue adding to that list, which I'm going to show you in a minute. But you'll also need an extra token when you request the actual data that you need, so the search volumes, the cost per click, etc., etc. So you can see here on the screen, you've got the positive list, and you also see the negative list. So this is really important to your business. As we scroll up, you can see this little blue square that is by default is selected, and what this does is it means you can actually start adding keywords to this to add to the list, the positive list. So if I put in sofa, for example, for space, so it might say sofa for small living area or living room or care home or whatever it might be. Yeah, and then we can press the search button again. So because we're requesting data, it's going to ask for a token. So again, and it's going to add So you can see it's taken up the top 1,000 keywords for the word sofa at the moment. It's used another token, and for sofa 4 we've now got 1,929 positive keywords. So again, I can add more to that if I wanted to. So I could at the front end say I particularly like red sofas, or maybe a leather sofa. So I tend to put in a space after whatever the keyword is, and obviously we could use the plural, so we could use red sofas or just sofas by themselves. So again, we'll click on search, we'll use a token, and you can see how we've built that up. Now there's a maximum of 4,000 keywords that you can use at any one time. So you need to split the lists up, and that's probably a good thing, because when you're doing the strategy, you're going to need to focus the keywords on a product and service that you're offering. So again, you'll get another video when you sign up that is a lot more detailed as to how you actually do this keyword research, and more importantly, once you've got the keyword research, what exactly do you do with it? Okay, so I've been a consultant for 27 years, and first thing I do is go into a business. Have you got a digital strategy? Everyone says, yes, of course we have. Nobody can tell me what it is. So the Logic Digital Marketing methodology is the foundations of everything you do online: keyword research, the paid advertising, and don't sweat, because the Logic methodology is a low-cost solution. You've then got your SEO, your optimization, then you've got your content strategy, and so that's what you get with the tool anyway when you sign up. So back to the tool, we can now see there's 2,854 keywords in our positive list, and you'll notice our negative list is actually empty at the moment. So what is a positive keyword? A positive keyword is a keyword that we think is going to bring in the right type of customer in order to sell the product or service we're offering. A negative keyword is a keyword that 100% we will never use in a million years. If we think we might use it in the future, it's better to keep it in the positive pile. So this is an important factor of working out what your positive keywords are, what your negative. So it's important to know what the keywords are that your potential customers are typing in, but it's also just as important to recognize the keywords that they're not typing in. So what we're going to do is we're going to sort through our positive list on the left hand side and put the keywords that we don't want into the negative folder. So a negative keyword, if I only operated in the United Kingdom, then a negative keyword might be Australia, Germany, France, because I don't operate in those areas. If I was a solicitor in Milton Keynes, I might have, say, my customer base is 20 miles radius of Milton Keynes. Yeah, then clearly a negative keyword would be Brighton, would be Newcastle, because they're at opposite ends of the country and they're not within the 20 miles radius of my customer base. So hopefully you get an understanding of what a positive and a negative keywords are. So what you could do is you could just click the box on the left, on the right hand side of the positive. So we can just click that once, and that will shift that keyword over to the negative folder. But we've actually got a hidden feature on this tool that makes sorting out 2,853 words as quickly as possible, because it's very time consuming. Now, in the general scale of things at the moment, people are saying, oh yeah, AI is the answer to everything. And unfortunately, I don't believe it is. So I think it's a combination of AI, automation, and human intervention. And this is the human intervention part. Yeah, an AI cannot tell you what keywords are specifically for your business. So as an example here, we've obviously got the sofa. So what we're going to do is we're going to say, okay, well, we do sofas, but we don't do sofa beds. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, the hidden feature on this is, if you put your mouse over the word bed, you can see it highlight. So if I click that word now, what it's going to do is it's going to search the list on the left, and it's going to push everything with bed over to the right hand side. So you can now see there's 444 negative keywords with the word bed or beds in. So what we're going to do is we're going to go down the positive list. We don't do bedding. So again, what I'm going to do is click on the word bedding. It's going to shift that over. We've then got, let me have a look at this sofa beads. I'm not quite sure what that is. We'll just leave that in if we're unsure. We've got sofa beds here, look. So again, I can click on beds because we don't do sofa beds. Like so. And again, you can just scroll down the list. We may not want people we're competing against. So here we've got DFS. So again, we can get rid of DFS. Underneath here, you can also see IKEA. So we can get rid of IKEA. Yeah, so these are all going to be negative keywords. And you can see here we don't do cover. So a sofa cover. We don't deal with sofa covers. Our sofas are not really for gardens. So again, we get rid of the word garden. We've got the word slip cover here. We don't do slip covers. And we don't do sofa covers, generally speaking. So you can see how we've just basically got that list down from a couple of thousand to 1,932 with 922 negative keywords. So once you actually go through, if you make a mistake, what you can do is you can actually undo the listing. Okay. You can also see we've got at the top center search volume. We've got export the positive list, export the negative list. And what I tend to do is I'll export the initial positive list. So I've got them all. Yeah, I'll then do the negative list, and then I'll export both lists together. So if I click on both lists together, what this will do is it will bring me up a spreadsheet with basically all the positive keywords and all the negative keywords. And this is going to be an important bit of your strategy when you're doing your paid advertising. So the paid ads can actually start as little as just £1 a day. And the idea is to identify what keywords are actually working for your business before increasing the budgets. And part of that is to be able to say, I don't want my adverts to show if one of these negative keywords turns up. So that is a part of the Logic Digital Marketing methodology and the strategy. It's supposed to be a low-cost solution where you identify the keywords and then you basically you increase the budget once you feel happy. So the next thing that we need to do is we need to find out the search volumes on the data. So you'll see this center search. So what I'm going to do, just click on that once and you'll see all the data in here. Okay, and again what we can do is we can put our languages in, our currency, whether we want it on Google or Google and search partners. Click on the word search and just wait a second, and it will use another token because it's requested data. So this is the bit that actually costs us money, which is why the tool can't really be free, and it's very rare that you find anything in life being free, unfortunately. But we have tried to keep the costs down as much as possible. So we click OK, and you'll see this spreadsheet underneath. So what we're going to do is we're going to export the spreadsheet. And so this will give us our main data spreadsheet in order to do the Logic Digital Marketing methodology. So before I go, I just want to explain what this actually is. and how this actually works. So basically, in column A is our positive keyword. This is a keyword that we've identified as being a keyword that is potentially going to bring a customer in who wants to buy our product and service. Column B is a rough estimate of how many searches per month in the month in which we did the research. We've then got the cost per click. So if we were doing paid advertising, this is how much it would cost you every time we click on it. Column D is going to be the competition level. So how many people are competing with you against a specific keyword. So how many other websites? So you get low, high and medium. And then we've got, you'll notice month 7, month 6, month 5. So this is the last 12 months worth of data. The reason we have the last 12 months of data is because ultimately most people have a marketing budget. So if we were selling hoodies, every product has a variable that changes on a monthly basis. So for example, the hoodies, in November it's cold. So there may be 100,000 people looking for hoodies, whereas June, July, it's hotter. So there's only 20,000. So imagine if we had a music shop and we sold guitars, violins and pianos. What we can actually start to do is month on month direct our marketing budget on the product that we want to sell within that month based on how many people are searching for it. So I could say in April, more people are looking for guitars. So I'm going to put my budget on guitars, sell as many as I can. Next month, I might move it to violins or pianos or whatever it might be. Now, the eagle-eyed of you will notice that the data is quite vague. Okay, so whatever tool you use, the issue is you will never ever get 100% accuracy on how many people are searching and what those search volumes are like and the cost per click. The only way you can accurately get that data is by doing the paid advertising. And this is why in the Logic digital marketing methodology, the paid advertising is crucial, but we try to set it off at a very, very low cost start so we can identify what they are. So you might still not be convinced, okay? So if you can imagine a line of 10,000 servers, we update server number 1 with our keyword data. It's going to take time to populate the other 9,900 or whatever it is. So what's going to happen is if you and I were doing a search on exactly the same search term, then as you can imagine, you might get different results to me. So to think that there's going to be a tool out there that's going to give you the precise data, it's not possible. And that's the reason why. These servers are always populating. So what you need at this stage is an idea of what that data looks like, what keywords are at the top of the tree and what are at the bottom. And as part of the paid advertising, I would urge you to look at columns C and D. So the cost per click if you're doing paid advertising and the competition level. Now clearly, every man and his dog wants the top search terms. But if you're a new business and you've just come into the market, one of the things that I recommend you do is you look at the low value keywords. So everyone thinks they want 1 million people on their website. You don't want 1 million people, you want the 100 people who actually want to buy your product and service. Hence you need the keywords to be focused. And that's why at the moment this is all just generalized, because the data that comes out of your paid advertising campaign is unique to your business. Okay, so if you were only doing 10 miles radius of Milton Keynes, for example, and you were looking at the data thinking, oh right, there's 100,000 people looking, but they're not within 10 miles radius of Milton Keynes, they're actually all over the UK. So when we look at our paid ads, we look at column C and D, what I would urge you to do is look at the search volumes that are a lot lower, that are going to be a lot easier to get. And if we just scroll down this list, what you'll start to see is as the volumes, so in column B you can see the volume getting lower, you'll start to see gaps in the market. So here we've got 90 people searching. Okay, admittedly it's not a great keyword, I would have probably removed it, but 90 people are searching every month on this. You've got nobody advertising against you, and the competition level is medium. And as you start to scroll down, you see the lower numbers. You can start to see here where, yes, there's only 10 searches, but they're very accurate on the product and service you're offering. So if you manage to get these on the top of the search, which are going to be a lot easier, you can see there's also no competition. And this is where we do our low-cost paid advertising campaign in order that we target keywords that are relevant to our business, but obviously no one else has identified as being keywords that they should be focusing on. So obviously this data is really, really important to you. There's also, you're going to find questions in there that are going to be the top questions that people are asking about the product and service. We have got another tool which I'm going to be putting into the strategy through ChatGPT. You can actually do a GPT within ChatGPT. So I'll do another video on how you actually get the questions and the answers to those questions and what you actually do with those in another video. I hope that's been helpful to you. If you've got any questions, you can obviously contact me, James, at Keyword Strategy Tool. Thank you very much.